What are you trying to do with Amazon?
I'm going to put them on their knees. I don't like Jeff Bezos.
Oh, I don't either. He also personally owns, not the company, he personally owns the most liberal newspaper in the United States, most left-wing, for the people newspaper. So I'm a little surprised to learn that he's not welcoming you guys.
Yeah, no, he lost his balls during the election. You could tell that.
Well, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, he's pulling a Justin Trudeau.
I think for a guy that, he did a little growth hormone, went back in the gym, did some testosterone, he's the man. But look, this guy does not treat his workers fairly. There's 150% turnover ratio in his company with direct employees. He hides behind a joint employer scam.
Can you explain that? I'm not sure I get it.
So joint employer is he hires third parties to move his freight, right?
Yeah.
Deliver the packages. So you get a company like UPS. UPS has all direct employees, drivers, loaders, sorters, part-timers, whatever it is. They're all direct employees. They're W-2 employees.
Yeah.
Bezos inside workers, Amazon inside workers, which are going to be our members shortly, are direct employees, right? They make far less than our members of UPS, but the delivery drivers are working for a third party that has to follow the policies and procedures of Amazon, has to buy their vehicles from Amazon. We actually got a decision in California that stated they actually are the employer of these third-party leasing arrangements. So we've made a demand nationally and we've got 22 locations that have organized under this model, a demand for bargaining, and he's refused to do it. And so we've given him an ultimatum that if he didn't respond by December 15th, that we would take appropriate action. Now, when that happens, that's up to him. So, we're going to get him. We're going to get him. And he's not just a threat to the parcel industry.
Yeah.
He's a threat to every working job in this country.
Agree more.
I mean, they've got grocery warehouses. And look, he should embrace sitting down and negotiate. Think about what he does every day. If you don't concede to his demands for him to carry your product and sell them, what does he do? He blackballs you, right? He basically strikes good companies from distributing their products if they don't agree to his low terms and cost. Well, he should be savvy enough to say that, well, I have an obligation to negotiate with the Teamsters because I negotiate every single day with these people. And when I don't get what I want, I strike them, right? Basically, he strikes them, doesn't allow them in his system. And he's trying to do the same over here by not allowing us in his system. So what's going to happen to him at some point? He's going to get struck. And, sometimes he's a $2 trillion value of Amazon or him or whoever, but he doesn't really want to reward the people that have made him truly a success.
Well, they offload their personnel costs onto the taxpayer through social services. Walmart does the same.
They absolutely do.
So what percentage of their that's, I think, should be illegal.
No, it is illegal. And unfortunately, there's a system out there. This is where, under this new administration with Trump, we have an opportunity to expose Amazon for what they are and how bad they've been. And again, you get back to, we have all these politicians with rhetoric, right, about Amazon. Oh, Amazon, especially the Democrats. But you couldn't get...
What kind of rhetoric? Anti-Amazon?
Oh, anti-Amazon. Like, well, we want to be out there for the Amazon workers and we want to help them organize and all this rhetoric. Chuck Schumer's of the world wouldn't sign on to a letter and then later find out his daughter works for Amazon as a lobbyist. Right? Actually, a lobbyist for Amazon. So Chuck
Schumer's daughter's a lobbyist for Amazon.
Yes, it is. Yes, she is.
That's unbelievable.
Absolutely.
The system is so corrupt.
Yeah,
I can't stand it.
It's crazy. So this is what you're dealing with.
Strong families are built on strong foundations, and it all begins with what you bring into your home. It's hard, though, because Big Pharma and the processed food industry have spent decades putting you and your loved ones at risk, pushing toxic, harmful products that make you sick, that have made our country sick. It's not a guess. That's happened. So it's well past time that someone decided to help you fight back. Public Square is doing that. Public Square is the leading family marketplace where you will find clean, healthy products sourced from American small businesses that actually share your values. With Christmas right around the corner, now is the time to abandon the corporate food conglomerates in favor of something better, healthier, more pure. Make the switch, stock your home with the quality essentials, and shop for gifts your whole family will love. And it's easy. publicsquare.com/Tucker, and you can get started. publicsquare.com/Tucker.
So, you asked what we're going to do. We're going to organize them. We're going to make Jeff Bezos respect his workers. We're going to make Jeff Bezos an example of bad behavior from an employer.
How hard is that to organize?
Oh, it's going to be tough. I mean, it's not going to happen overnight. We've put together a program that's going to be a 4 to 5 year program, but every single day we are building momentum. We're building worker power. And, you know, he has to understand that he's not dealing with an organization that's going to go away. We might not have the money that he has, but we definitely have one thing. We've got the workers on our side, and we got intestinal fortitude and courage and conviction to take on the fight.
So do you have any idea what percentage of Amazon workers use federal social services to supplement their income?
I would say the majority of them. I don't have that statistic, but, you know, the part-timers I know that I've talked to, especially in the New York area, they're all in subsidized housing. Some of them are in shelters. You know, some of them are on the state health plans. You know, and people don't realize when they hit that send button, they're actually paying double for the services because they're actually paying for you know, social services.
Yeah,
right?
for the safety net.
Where an organization like mine would demand, like we do with UPS, like we do with DHL, like we do with every other employer, that they not only pay a respectful wage, but they also give them free health care. They give them a retirement. They give them a career path to a retirement. You know, and people that hit that send button don't realize that not only are they paying for the delivery and the product, they're also paying for, you know, Jeff Bezos' white-collar crime syndicate of tax evasion and evading his obligation.
Well, I agree completely. I think one of the reasons I'm sympathetic to the Teamsters is because they have competent employees. I do think that's part of the deal. You know, you demand benefits and higher wages, but, you know, you got to do a good job. And I think UPS drivers do a good job.
They're the cream of the crop. Think about during the pandemic. And this is where the Teamsters, and I've spent 2.5 years highlighting how valuable we are to this country. And I mean it with all sincerity. Pandemic was probably the worst thing that we've witnessed in a long time, right? Where there was so much uncertainty. But the one thing that was certain, whether you were, you know, delivering packages or sorting and loading packages on a truck, whether you're in a grocery warehouse, whether you were working for a healthcare company, our members went out every single day providing goods and services to this country with total disregard for their safety, the safety of their families. Some of my members lost their lives. And we were deemed as heroes because we provided these goods and services. And we were heroes. Everybody was talking about us. Everybody's saying, oh, the American worker, the Teamsters, they're heroes. Well, when these companies are making record profits during the pandemic and it comes time to reward our members, their employees, all of a sudden we're zeros. So we've been reminding corporate America how important the Teamsters union are, but more importantly, the American worker, especially through a crisis. Because, you know, like you said earlier, you know, you talk about Irish and Italians. You know, I think corporate America has what they call Irish Alzheimer's, you know. They forget the people that provide them the most, but they never forget when they get fucked on a dollar, right? So,
It's true.
You know, I think, you know, the Teamsters union, we do have the best workforce in the country. We're well-trained. We're safety conscious, but, you know, we fight hard for our members.
Are the, I don't want to be vulgar or anything like that, but is it true what they say about UPS drivers being like the most desired men in the world?
Men and women, right? Because they have pensions. They got big pensions.
No, but I mean, like, you know what I mean? Is that true?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, you hear stories. I mean, everybody likes a person in uniform. I never worked for UPS. I couldn't tell you.
So I couldn't resist asking that.
Yeah, I mean, I've got a face for radio, so I don't know, you know.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. We hope you'll subscribe to it. And by the way, you can hit the little bell on there and get notifications every time we produce a video. We hope you'll do that also.